What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream Monday marathon. We are here on the Monday morning after the spooky Halloween weekend. I know people might be struggling a little bit, but we are back at it. Not in costume though, Josh. I kind of expected you to still be wearing the construction outfit.
I mean, I got my hat. I didn't expect you to ask that either, but it's sitting right here. Actually, my whole uniform is no, my room, like I keep this area clean. This looks pretty clean, this area you can see, but there's a reason I'm not gonna panorama my camera.
Josh's room is actually just costumes.
Costumes.
Honestly, like no lie, like you might believe that if you looked around. It's just clothes though.
I'm going to censor it, but Sean came into the chat before we started and said 2 words to describe week 8 in fantasy football. Flipping yikes, man.
What up, Sean? Welcome back.
Flipping yikes is a good way to put it.
Yeah, that was not a good week.
Hey, if your name's Dalvin Cook, it was a good week.
It's true. My name is not, so it wasn't, but...
Yeah, that's true. Well, what if you had him in your fantasy lineup, though?
I also did not, but
Yikes.
you know,
I'm still riding the high from Tyler Lockett's week 2 weeks ago, and I'm just gonna keep pretending like that's the level of receiver that we're getting right now.
You have rollover points.
Yeah, can I just take like 30 off of last week and apply it to this week's matchups?
You beat someone by 20, you get to like redistribute those points.
That's
throughout the
season concept.
I think Tyler Lockett has discovered a cheat code where he's able to bank fantasy points. Like he can choose to like bank them for a later round, for a later week. And this week he was just saving them up. He's charging, and he's going to release a couple weeks of fantasy points. Not this week, I don't think. I think he's going to bank them one more week, and then the following week he's going to release 3 weeks of fantasy points at once. That's my hard hitting analysis.
That's fair.
That was hard hitting.
I did very hard.
Cuts. There was some deep analysis that went on there. Next gen stats. But today, it's Monday. But we are playing. We're gonna get the competitive juices flowing. Josh, I feel like you've been a loser a lot recently, so I'm expecting you to have a bounce back week this week.
You also haven't been winning the game show games.
So Actually, that was pretty good, actually. No, I'm kind of like Bill Belichick, he doesn't always need motivation for his players, but he makes stuff up almost. And that's kind of what you did there for me, Simon. Obviously I've not been losing these games. I've been killing it, but I'm going to just pretend like I've been losing. So I play really well. So let's get in there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Miles asked us which one of his running backs should he trade. We're going to need to know the running backs. I know you've told us your team before, but I can't remember. So if you throw those in the chat, we will. There's my mom. She spelled our last name wrong, but she says we're cute. Hi, Mom.
You're cute.
Oh, I get it. Groneveld. It's like phonetic.
I think it was just I think it was just a typo because the W and the E are right next to each other on the keyboard. Hi, Mom. Unless she did a last name change without calling me, in which case I'm really offended.
We love you. We miss you.
Sean, no need to apologize. We let him slip every once in a while too.
I would never.
Flipping yikes, freaking yikes.
That is a Twitch thing?
I think they mark your stream something.
You're supposed to. I think you're supposed to go on adults only mode or something like that. I forget what they call it. It's called.
Josh lives in that mode.
Man, no, it's called a late night or something. What is it called? After hours or something like that. I digress.
Yeah, that's not important.
Oh, look, Miles told us his running backs.
Okay, so Miles has Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs, Giovanni Bernard, James Robinson, Gibson, and Freeman.
Yeah.
If you can trade Bernard, maybe to the Mixon manager, I would cash in.
100%.
That's the one that stands out immediately. If you can cash into the Mixon owner, but I don't know if he has value outside of someone who's the Mixon manager.
Yeah, I'm keeping Robinson. I'm keeping Jacobs. I would honestly still keep Gibson. I think his value is going to go up. I don't think you can trade Devonta Freeman right now. I don't know that anyone would trade for him.
If you're desperate at other positions, you could probably trade Dalvin Cook. I mean, that was an unbelievable game. I'm not sure you need to. Like,
I blocked out Dalvin Cook. I just read past that name for some reason.
I'm not saying this is like a sell high opportunity for Dalvin Cook because I think he's going to be great rest of the season. But if you're worried about injury or something like that, because he has struggled with that in the past, then this would be a great week to move him. But yeah, I think Bernard's the obvious one.
Yeah, if take Bernard and Freeman out of the equation, pick one of them to trade.
If I had to trade one of them, I think Gibson has a lot of perceived value. He just had a good week before his bye last week. And if I'm comparing Gibson to the other running backs, as in Cook, Jacobs, and Robinson, I'd rather have those three than Gibson, even though I like Gibson this year. So he's probably a guy I would want to trade, maybe package Gio Bernard and Gibson and upgrade wherever you need to upgrade, or, you have good running backs here, so
yeah,
it would be
you're stacked at running back.
Yeah.
So that was. Oh, you see that, Simon?
No, so you were thinking.
Yeah, Freeman and Bernard for Sanders.
Yeah,
if you can make that trade, 100% make that trade.
Yeah.
If your league mates are willing to do that, then that's a 100% smash accept. That would be an awesome trade. Sean agrees. If the Miles Sanders manager will do that, please do that. I doubt they will take it, though. I also doubt, but I've seen some crazy trades going through. No harm in
draft
sending
capital,
it out.
though. That draft capital.
So Josh,
wait, you forgot one.
Did I forget
Justin
one?
Justin Tucker is never a loser.
Oh, I just hid that one because he in fact was a loser this weekend.
Was he? Did he miss what?
I mean, his jersey said Ravens.
That's true. How you feel about that, Josh?
He did lose the game. Oh man, that game was rough. Not rough. It was a good game. It was an awesome game. The Ravens should have won.
Yep.
They should have won. 4 turnovers by Lamar Jackson really hurt us. One of the first plays of the game was an interception for a touchdown. But we still were dominating at halftime. I mean, they came out and spread the ball out a lot more. Juju got all his catches. Chase Claypool got a bunch of catches. I don't know. It was tough to watch at the end.
Yeah.
We'll come back strong.
I'm not happy the Steelers won, but I will say I'm the only one who predicted it on the show. All you guys were all about the Ravens. No one bought in.
Yeah, that game could have gone either way, though.
It could have. I love to see the Steelers lose as much as the next guy. In fact, they're my favorite team to watch lose, but they're just looking so good right now. And I haven't trusted Lamar yet this year to be what he was last year, and he did not prove me wrong this weekend. Josh, before we jump in, we're playing poll perception today.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
You, being the ultimate loser, can decide whether you want to go first or second.
I'll go second.
Josh is going to go second. So for those of you who have not watched us play poll perception before, one, you can go back and watch all of our old games of poll perception on our YouTube channel or on Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. All of our old videos are up there. You can follow us, subscribe to us, watch all of our old videos, make fun of us, comment timestamps of when JL's making stupid faces on the YouTube videos. We look at all of
You're going to be timestamping a whole lot of videos.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of comments, but feel free to do all of that. And now I'll give a breakdown of the rules. How poll perception works is I'm going to present a poll to whoever's turn it is. Let's say it's Josh's turn. I'll say, Josh, what percentage of people would prefer Saquon Barkley over DeAndre Hopkins? You would then give me 30%, right? JL will then guess whether he thinks the actual answer is over or under the guess that Josh gave. So JL? Over. So these polls I get from Twitter. I'll then reveal the actual answer, which was 420%. Josh, so you were way off. JL, you correctly predicted the over. So Josh will get points based on how close he was to the answer. JL will get points whether he correctly predicted the over under. And we'll play 4 rounds like that until the 5th round where they both guess a percentage, and whoever's closer gets 5 points.
I'm ready.
That works for me,
Worked for you?
I might have played this game once or twice before.
Once or twice? I know, but you always forget the rules.
No, I'm glad you told me.
JL, you are up first. Are you ready for your first poll?
Yep, lay it on me.
This is a 12-team Dynasty PPR league. Side A, Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk. Side B, 2 2021 firsts and Lamar Jackson. What percentage of people chose side A?
12-team Dynasty PPR.
This is non-super flex. This is just one
Jonathan
quarterback league.
Taylor.
Jonathan
Holy
Taylor
cow.
and Brandon Ayuk for 2 2021 first and Lamar Jackson. Holy
This was
crap,
like
that's right.
yesterday or today, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Time?
this was after the games yesterday. All of these polls are from after the games yesterday.
12 team. Wow.
221 first. Wow, that is a trade.
While you're thinking about that, Sean just saw these stats. Lamar Jackson has 5 interceptions, 8 sacks on 45 career passes versus Pittsburgh. 8 interceptions, 49 sacks on 733 versus the rest of the NFL.
Wow.
It's a bad play on 25% of dropbacks versus the Steelers.
Sean, nice stat grab. That's what we needed right here. Oh wow. I mean, it's
That
very
is super
relevant.
interesting. That's very interesting.
That's really bad. So, JL, I don't know if that gave you more information, but
It gave me absolutely no more information. I think we're in the swing of the season. I think I'm gonna discount these first just a little bit with Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he didn't do great, but Ayuk did well this weekend. I'm gonna say 51%. I think it's close, but I feel like you could just like people are gonna value some of this stuff so wildly different, like so differently. It's ridiculous, this is insane. So I'm gonna go 51%, slightly leaning Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk, but pretty close to even.
Okay. Josh, do you think the actual answer is higher or lower than 51%? The percentage of people that chose side A, the Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk side of this trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really tight one. I'm with JL here. I'm not really even sure which way to go. The 2020.
Well, that means I did my job.
Yeah, you did your job. Lamar Jackson, he has not looked amazing this season. Fantasy wise, he didn't have a horrible game. He runs. But Lamar Jackson, I think he needs to have more fun out there. When when the expectations are too high, he has to have a better time. That's my expert
you should
opinion.
tell him that. You should tell him that.
I would. I if I saw him, I swear to God, I would tell. I was like, Lamar, just have a good time. Anyway, I digress. Jonathan,
Yeah,
Taylor,
the poll, Josh.
The poll. I'm going to say that even though I know Jonathan Taylor, like people are like losing faith. He had the ankle, maybe a little bit of an ankle injury. Brandon was killing it. I'm going to say over.
So Josh says over 51% of people took Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk side.
Yeah.
The final percentage of people that chose side A of this trade, Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk, over 2 2021 firsts and Lamar Jackson, it's 44%. JL, you are 7 percentage points off, so you get 3 points. Josh, you incorrectly picked the over-under, so you get nada.
Wow.
That means nothing,
wow.
Josh.
Just wow.
Nil, zilch, 0.
I disagree.
Kaput.
I disagree.
With the poll, the results are right here.
I think they're just dumb.
Oh, gotcha. I think it's weird. Different people value firsts differently.
Way different.
It's really hard to value that, but I think it's interesting. Like if you would have looked at this trade at the beginning of the year, I think it would have been a slam dunk on the Jonathan Taylor side. But then again, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. But Josh, you were wrong. JL, good job. Great guess. You actually got points this time. This is already going better than the last round we played. We are on to round 2. Joshua, this is your question.
All right, hit me.
So this is a simple one. There was no league specifications, nothing.
I like simple.
The question is just what percentage of people prefer Tyler Lockett over Julio Jones rest of season?
So personally for me, I'm just should I even take into account what I think the general public thinks? I probably should.
Yeah,
but
that's how
for
the
me,
whole game works.
Yeah, that's the game.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Well, for me, I'm taking Julio Jones over Tyler Lockett rest of the season. Calvin Ridley had his injury. I don't think he's gonna be out a ton, but Julio Jones has looked good when he's healthy, right? Even though the team's kind of a mess. I could see people going Tyler Lockett here for the big play.
Gosh,
I know. I'm gonna lean Julio Jones though.
So what do you
rest
say?
Of season,
What percentage?
I'm gonna say that 54% of people chose Julio Jones on this one.
So for Tyler Lockett, that would be
46. Tyler Lockett.
46%. JL, do you think the actual answer is higher or lower than 46%?
Easy. I'm going over. Higher.
So
More
you think
people chose
more
Tyler.
people chose Tyler Lockett?
I think
Okay.
it's possible. Yeah, recency bias.
So the final answer, you guys are both locked in. Josh with 46%, JL with the over. The percentage of people that would prefer Tyler Lockett over Julio Jones rest of season, 26%. Josh, you were off by
Wow.
20 percentage points, though you were on the right side. You correctly
How many
kinda
votes does that
went
get?
with, 193. You gonna complain about sample and size?
I didn't say nothing.
Okay,
You got
just
it
ask
right,
it.
Simon.
No, he got it
Same.
wrong. He said over.
Oh, never mind. I
Sampling.
didn't get points.
So
Sample size.
Josh got the sample and size.
Sample and size.
Down
It's when
here
you
in
go to
Texas.
Costco and you get
Down
lots
here
of
in
samples.
Texas, it's a sample in size.
It's a sample size.
Darn it. I mean, yeah.
So Josh,
Should have went
Looks
a
like
little bit
people-
more with my gut.
maybe this past week, Tyler Lockett offended some people with his performance out there.
Yeah.
And so they
I
jumped
believe he
on
did.
the Julio bandwagon. And Julio's just got the name power. So Josh,
Yeah.
you made it easy for me. I don't have to update your score. JL, thanks to you as well. No score updates either. After 2 rounds, the score is JL 3, Josh nothing. Round 3. JL, this question is for you.
Yeah.
This is a 12-team dynasty PPR league. Side A is Devontae Adams. Side B is CeeDee Lamb and Carson Wentz. What percentage of people chose the Devontae Adams side of this trade?
Oh my. These are good.
And again, this is a 1 quarterback league. We stumped him. He's silent.
Mm,
Which side would you prefer?
Devontae Adams. Easy.
Okay, start there.
Thank you.
You,
I was
you seem
thinking-
stuck, like you were stuck in a loop. I was trying to.
I'm trying to think like what I could be missing here, or like where's the gotcha? Because I know Simon came up with these polls. There's got to be like some gotcha here.
I didn't come up with them. I just found them.
Uh-huh.
I think Simon
And-
actually created all these polls.
think
on
he
And I did.
creates that.
Twitter.
And I did all the votes myself. These were close
Yeah.
polls.
On all his Twitter accounts, he's just voting.
Yeah. He keeps trying to do more and more because I keep complaining about sample and size. But he gets tired.
This one's sample in size. Do you want to know it?
Mhm.
It's 149 votes. So a slightly smaller sample in size than the
I love
last
how
one.
you find like bottom of the bin polls on Twitter.
John Luke, I
I
could get
think-
so many polls with like 20 votes or 30 votes. You know what? Next week we're having a 30 vote special.
Okay.
Nothing over 30 votes.
All right. Whose line is it anyway? Questions made up. Points don't matter. I'm gonna say it's gonna be high here. I'm gonna temper my guess though a little bit because of the sample and size and because I'm afraid that Simon
because
is
of
trying
COVID.
to dupe me. I'm gonna say 88%.
Locked in?
Yeah.
Okay. JL is locked in with 88%. Josh, what do you think?
Everything you were saying, it didn't seem like you were going to choose that high of a percentage. I didn't like that. I was ready to choose the over. No, I don't know.
I was gonna go
So-
higher. That's
Wait,
tempered
so JL,
expectation.
your tempered guess was 88%.
Yes, I
Yeah,
wanted to guess 99.
Josh, what do you think?
I'll take the under.
So
I mean,
Josh will
CeeDee
take
Lamb's
the,
an awesome dynasty asset. I know it's not super flex. Carson Wentz adds a little bit of value. I would take Devontae Adams. But if you're rebuilding, I could see this trade happen.
maybe.
I forgot that it was Dynasty. That does change things a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I still would take
Okay.
it.
Oh, yeah. I'd still take Devontae Adams, too. But
Okay.
yes, we'll
So
take it.
Josh, you're locked in with the under.
Yeah.
And John Luke, you are locked in at 88%. The percentage of people that would choose Devontae Adams over CeeDee Lamb and Carson Wentz, based on a random sample of 149 people that probably all follow each other and have
Completely
similar
random.
echo chamber opinion, is 83%. JL, you were within 5
Oh.
percentage points, so you get 5 points added to your score. Josh, you
Oh.
did correctly pick the over under though, so you add an additional 2 points.
Yay.
So Josh,
I'm looking at the chat here, the comments, and Sean's giving us some bad news.
What, to my grandma, right?
Looks like
Breaking
Kittle
news.
got hurt. Yeah, breaking. Here's the button.
Breaking news. Our source is Sean Goglin. Kittle has a fracture in his foot and is going to miss extended time.
That
Heat
sucks.
reporter Sean Goglin.
God,
That really does suck, though.
damn it, Sean,
Yeah.
I'm trying not to blame you since you're the one who broke this news to me. Just give me a second.
It's
I'm a
kind of
little-
hard not
but it's
to
not
blame him, though,
working.
yeah.
I'm a little upset.
I think it's Sean's fault.
I made a huge trade for him in one of my dynasty leagues, and this was my first year where I was like, I just got so sick of dealing with the tight end position. Like the 1 year I won a title in that league, I think the tight end I was starting was CJ Uzama. That was my best tight end I ever had in that league.
He's elite.
So I'm not sure what to do here now. I guess it's back to CJ Uzama. Maybe I pick up Drew Sample and we can start where I left off.
Oh, yeah, he got a
wait.
lot of points this last weekend.
Maybe we make a trade. Who knows?
Do you have Drew Sample?
I do.
Okay, I'm interested. I'll give you Sean's offer earlier of a ham sandwich.
I was sure to say I'll give you Sean Goglin.
Okay, Josh.
You guys Kittle in 3 leagues.
After 3 rounds, you are down 8-2 and tight endless in 3 leagues.
Yeah.
It is time for round 4. This question's coming to you in a dynasty PPR league. Okay.
Okay. Dynasty PPR. I got him.
Another simple one for you. I've been throwing the combo trades to JL. I'm throwing the one-on-one simple ones your way.
Yeah, of course.
Side A, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Side B, Saquon Barkley. What percentage of people would choose
This
Clyde
is a
Edwards-Helaire?
Josh trade. This is a Josh trade. Josh offered me Saquon for Josh Jacobs in our dynasty.
No, yeah, I've been. I have Saquon Barkley in our dynasty league together. I've been, I won the championship last year, so I'm kind of focused on trying to win repeat. I can't do it though. It's hard for me to pull the trigger on Saquon. So I've been looking for teams that can, kind of take the brunt of it and not really competing this year. That can look forward to next year. So let me break this down real fast.
AKA me.
AKA JL. But you have a young team. Let's put it that way.
Very young. Rebuild.
Yeah.
Except for Emmanuel Sanders. He's very old.
I know you got a lot of injuries on your team. I was just looking at your team. Cortland Sutton, I think, Odell Beckham, right?
Oh, yeah.
Beckham. Maybe a few others.
Yeah.
But
what up, Yadaraj?
Hey, yeah, what's up? How's it going?
We're doing all right for a Monday.
Yeah,
How are you?
All right
see
for
you
a Monday.
again.
All
Thank
right
you
for a Monday.
for coming back.
So in a dynasty league, if you're competing this year, I might make this trade, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But the last 2 weeks when he's playing with Le'Veon Bell, he has not looked. He's looked fine. Don't get me wrong. He just has not gotten the work that he was getting earlier in the season. Saquon Barkley is going to give you no work for the rest of the year, in case you didn't know. But next year, I'm going to definitely be drafting Saquon Barkley over Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I prefer the Saquon Barkley side. If you remove Le'Veon Bell from the Chiefs and go back to what we were early in the year, I'm probably doing this trade. I'm probably siding with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but with what's happened, I'm going Saquon Barkley in a dynasty league.
Before the injury?
No. Well, yeah. Before the injury, I'm taking Saquon over Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to say that 40% of people chose Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
40%. Josh has locked in with 40%. John Luke, do you think the actual answer is higher or lower than that?
40% is a really good guess. I think Josh is exactly right. If it was before the season, like his hype, then I think people were putting him up in the same echelon. But then after 8 weeks of just okay value and Lev Bell be in there, I think it's died down a little bit. I think I'm going to go under.
JL picks the under. Okay. The actual percentage of people that would choose CEH over Saquon Barkley in a full PPR dynasty league is 27%. So Josh,
Yikes.
you were 13 percentage points away. Sorry, I thought I did that math wrong. So you get 1 point for being
I
within
don't think I
15.
can win, can I?
You can if you get it exactly
Right. Okay.
JL, you get an additional 2 points for correctly guessing the over-under. So
Woo!
going into the final round, the
Should have
score is
gone with my
JL
gut
10,
more.
Josh 3. JL, you are up by 7. So unless Josh guesses the next one exactly on the money,
I will.
1
then
in
you are the
100,
winner.
Josh.
Before we
Just
dive into the
your
last
odds.
round, though, we have a question. Wanted to know if I should be trading Jonathan Taylor.
Big question here: dynasty or redraft? Got to know it, because
Yeah.
my answer does change. I like him dynasty wise.
I don't think my answer changes. What are you
Yeah,
trading
mine
him for?
doesn't.
What are you trading him for in
Exactly.
redraft? Like people
don't
are like, he's been fine. He had a bad week this week in a matchup that should have been great. I don't think you can get anything near what I would want for him in a redraft league. And in Dynasty, I'm definitely holding him. I'm even making moves for him in Dynasty. In redraft, I'm not necessarily making moves for him, but I'm not getting rid of him either. Like,
So
I don't.
yeah, the way I think about this is you kind of have to remove yourself a bit from the emotion of it. You don't want to trade him on a down week like this because you're not going to get much value back. You know the whole idea of like buy low, sell high.
Buy high, sell high, everything's high.
Exactly. You want to find when a player's value is inflated than what you think it actually is. Versus, if you think Jonathan Taylor's value right now is still higher than what his actual value is, then maybe go for it. That's a personal call, but I personally won't. I think his value is much lower than what it actually is, and I think trying to sell him or trying to trade him on a down week is going to be tough.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. Oh, Jail, we lost you. You're muted.
Sorry.
Oh, you're
Bark.
good.
No, I'm looking at the running back, the team here. I don't know if you see that, and you got a good team. So I don't know. Oh man, you just lost Kittle. I don't know if you heard, but you got Hawkinson. Man, this team's fantastic.
Do you think Taylor will bounce back?
Sounds like Simon does.
I do. I'm not saying you're going to get like a RB1 season from him, but I think he's going to be at worst a top 20 running back this year with what he's currently doing. And if they actually give him the full workload, I think he could be a top 12 guy back end, like 10 to 15. But I'm not trading him at his current value. So we've got one more question before we jump into the last round. I'm in a dynasty league. This is year 1. I have Lamar Jackson, Tua, and Herbert at QB. Would you trade Jackson? Again, this goes kind of a little bit down on Jackson right now. I don't know if his value's taking a big hit. And dynasty values are a little bit more sticky. So this 1 week hopefully didn't tank his value entirely. I'd be down to trade Lamar Jackson, unless it's super flex. If it's super flex, then hold him. But if it's a single quarterback league, you're fine with Herbert. And I don't know what to think about Tua yet. It wasn't a great game, but they did win. He'll probably be fine.
I would prefer to start Lamar Jackson over those options the rest of the year. Personally, you could choose Herbert there. He's playing great. Rest of the year, I would still have Lamar Jackson ranked higher in my mind.
Agreed.
So should you trade him? Sure. If someone wants to pay going into the year value for him, do it. I would not want to sell low.
If you need to balance out your team, if you're contending this year.
Is someone going to give you just as much for Justin Herbert? Maybe. I'd rather trade Justin Herbert, but that's just me personally. I'm a Ravens fan. I might be biased, but
yeah, exactly what we were just talking about. See if you can sell high on Herbert. I mean, he's been balling out, so a lot of people are believing he's the truth.
I'm on that side. I would be a buyer. That's why I wouldn't be selling Herbert here. He has made me a true believer watching him play this year. He looks like arm talent wise looks up there with like Mahomes and Josh Allen. And then it's just been playing out of his mind for a rookie. I would, if I had to sell one of those two players in a dynasty league, I would be trying to sell Lamar Jackson. I think you can get a little bit more from him, and I think I'd actually prefer Redraft, I agree with you guys. I'd rather have start Jackson rest of the year, but Dynasty, if I had to pick one quarterback for the next 6 years, let's say, I would pick Justin Herbert, I think, over Lamar Jackson. And that might be hot takey. I'm not saying I would draft him there, but like, who do I think is going to be better for fantasy over the next 5 years? I think it might be Justin Herbert.
Let's get a clip of this. I want to remember this moment.
Yeah,
right?
true words.
I'm joking. No, that's it's fair. It's fair. He's playing better than Lamar Jackson is right now. So,
and maybe that's recency bias, but man, does he look good. He looks so good. Before we move on, let's see. Yadaraj asked for any sell high candidates on their team. The one that sticks out immediately to me is Corey Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other you guys see? I don't trust Corey Davis. I have him in a bunch of leagues. Robbie Anderson's another one, though I trust his volume a little bit more. It seems like him and Teddy really like each other. But he's definitely another one. DJ Moore seems to be getting a little bit more in targets. Robbie Anderson could still be a sell high.
And what did Amari Cooper do? He didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Right?
Yeah, you're not selling high.
You can't sell high, but I would sell.
So you came to us asking if you should trade Jonathan Taylor, right? If you could pair Jonathan Taylor with, Amari Cooper and upgrade, a wide receiver position, if someone wanted to do, people need running backs out there. If you want to pair one of these wide receivers with Jonathan Taylor and really get a big upgrade at either position, I like that move personally.
Yeah, that's smart.
Personally,
Good advice.
Okay, you guys ready for round 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You got your paper and pencil ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So this is a 12 team.
I'm gonna get it exactly right.
12 team dynasty PPR Superflex League. Okay.
PPR Superflex. Gotcha. 2 quarterbacks.
Side A, 3 2021 mid firsts. Side B, Dalvin Cook. What percentage of people took the first round picks?
I don't know it's gonna be mid.
Just assume that, right?
I think they're assuming they're like middle of the pack teams. What do you guys think? I'll give you 60 seconds. Let's see.
Right.
While you're doing that, go ahead.
Give us a synopsis of the plot of Lost.
Okay, so Lost is actually a docu-series about my mom's day-to-day routine looking for her car keys. And some of the episodes are truly wild. In the most shocking episode that they ever aired, the keys were actually lost. I love it when shows name drop the name of the show. They were lost in a strawberry field, an 8-acre strawberry field. This was the season 47 finale, I think. And it took a bunch of people, but she has a secret weapon. It's her superpower. So the main character, my mom, who the show's about, has a superpower where she just prays to Saint Anthony, the patron saint of lost items. She closes her eyes and she goes, Saint Anthony, please look around. Something is lost and cannot be found. And then magically, a man will come out of the strawberry patch and be like, hey, did someone lose their car keys at an 8-acre strawberry field? And there they are. Works 100% of the time. 100% of the time it works every time.
So there's a show that's on season 46 about this?
Well, I think it's on.
Lasted 46 seasons. 48 years.
It's lasted longer.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Your mom looks great for her age.
I hope she's still watching.
Me too.
You guys have your answers?
Yep.
Okay. Josh, you need to get this exactly right to win. So we're going to come to you second. JL. Okay. What is your answer? What percentage of people took the first round picks? 3 2021 mid firsts.
I thought you were going to count down when you said 3, 2, 1.
I cannot see that.
64%.
Joshua, what is your answer?
I went with my a good one here. The correct answer, the absolutely accurate, spot on answer of 72%.
72%.
Close.
Okay. The actual percentage of people that chose 2021 mid first
68%
over Dalvin
way.
Cook is 61%. JL,
Oh, wow.
you are 3 percentage points off and closer. You get 5 more points to end this game.
Wow.
That was a great
That's
final
crazy.
guess. Man, you were on it today.
He was so
What
on
can I
it.
say? What can I say? Sampling size.
This son of a gun.
Woo!
He cheated.
Josh
I can
Mills.
tell. Look at him. Look at his face. How's that guy actually know about polls and Twitter?
JL
and-
15, Josh 3. JL wins. Josh smells. That's okay, Josh. You'll get him next time. Tomorrow, JL is not next time, because next time is Fantasy Horse. And
you know I'm not winning that one.
I'm gonna take you out in that one. Great
Tomorrow,
job,
right?
Tomorrow.
Every weekday.
Josh, now
3 p.m. Fantasy
something
Horse.
how you can redeem yourself today.
All right.
Last week
Tell me about it.
on Thursday Night Football, we successfully put together a FanDuel lineup that it was a $5 lineup that won $12. So
Oh
now
my God,
I
yes.
have a total of $12.96 in my FanDuel account. I had $5.96 before. Today, we are going to create another $5 lineup, and
All right.
this is where I need you. You can redeem all
Yes.
the losses, all the
Yes.
losses you've had today, all one of them, and we can win another $12 today. Are you ready to win another $12?
I am ready to win you another $12 if that's what you mean.
Well, if I win enough $12, then
Hey,
You
it
never
comes
know what's
back
gonna
around. You know,
happen. Yeah.
I know it always comes back around. I'm ready.
oh,
Ooh,
I went ahead and pulled it up. But we have a
just
question.
Monday night. Just Monday night.
We have a question. So I'm looking ahead in one of 2 leagues I have. Kittle available tight ends are Jared Cook, Dalton Schultz, Trey Burton, Gesicki, Austin Hooper, Greg Olson. Who are you thinking rest of season?
Jared Cook is the only
Yeah.
one. Oh, Austin Hooper actually.
I was gonna say I'd probably lean Jared Cook, but Austin Hooper is an interesting one with OBJ out and him coming back from injury, because Harrison Bryant and David Njoku have both been very involved while he's been out. I think it's still Jared Cook, but Austin Hooper
I can't
is
believe Jared Cook's available.
Yeah.
That's
When I see those names, Jared Cook, just like Simon said, stood out immediately.
Yep.
But Austin Hooper, just like Simon already said, Odell Beckham. There's going to just be so many targets available for him once he's healthy. I think he's coming back next week, as early as next week.
I still think
It's
Cook
close.
is
Yeah.
like a couple tiers above Hooper, but I think you put in high waiver on Cook and a secondary waiver in case someone outbids you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sounds perfect.
Okay. So you guys know the drill on these lineups. 5 players, any position. We pick one that we think is going to score the most points. We need it to be a little bit differentiated, so we might need some deep cuts that we think are going to grab a touchdown. What are you guys thinking? Who do you think is going to be the top scorer from this game? Is it a quarterback? I know that's usually scratch, but do we think Tom Brady comes out and lights it up again? Do we think they're going to play mostly a running game and Ronald Jones is going to freaking kill it? I haven't mentioned any Giants because I'm terrified of them.
This is such a hard game to try and predict. I was going through it yesterday for our Prize Picks league, and I was trying to figure out how I thought this game was going to go. The Giants secondary is not good, and I don't know if the Buccaneers are going to just do so well that they're going to game script out all the wide receivers, that they're not going to be passing because they're going to be up by so much, or if Tom Brady's just going to continue to ball out. So I don't know. I think this, to me, the safest bet is going to be Tampa Bay running backs, whether that's Ronald Jones or if you want to take a chance on Fournette.
But are we going safe or are we going for the kill?
That's the thing. I don't know.
So, Josh, what were you going to say?
If I had to pick a guy who I think is going to score the most fantasy points in this game, it'd be Tom Brady. But in my mind, that is safe.
If we go Tom Brady there, we have to go a little bit. We have to add some differentiation somewhere else in the lineup. That could be the right call. Like Tom Brady very well could be the highest scoring fantasy player. I think it's actually probably likely. I agree with you. You guys want to do it? I don't
So-
think we've done a quarterback MVP yet in any of our lineups.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
I'm fine doing it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Josh,
sure.
Josh, put your construction hat back on.
Okay,
if
you're
you
right.
watch-
You're right. This is
If you, that's
Building a
I
lineup.
think that's Pete Overzet's secret. He hand builds all his lineups and he wears a
Okay.
construction hat, and he's been killing it. So maybe you can channel some Pete in here.
I'll be project manager. So
He's probably
you
watching.
guys are doing the work.
So if we've got Tom Brady, that means that we need to have at least one Tom Brady pass catcher in here as well.
We're
Because if he's going to have a great game,
Scotty?
then what'd you say?
Do you want to take a chance on Scotty?
We could throw some Scotty Miller in there. We can probably have two pass catchers if we want, but we could throw some. He's still at 11,000.
Where's Sterling Shepard?
Yeah, where's Sterling?
How far down? Oh, he's a value at only 9,000.
Throw him in
I would
there.
throw him in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. So we've got
Um,
Tom Brady, Scotty Miller, Sterling Shepard. Any of this can be changed.
Gronk? Can I interest you guys in some Gronk?
I was
Gronk
going to
hate it.
pitch.
I don't
If we
hate
didn't
it.
do Tom Brady as the MVP, I was going to pitch Gronk as the MVP for this game.
He has been
Man.
just like, it seems like he and Tom are clicking after a slow start to the season. Last two
I like Gronk in
weeks, he's gotten 5
14,000.
receptions and a touchdown each game.
Wait,
So
we still have 14,000. Why does it feel like we
Looks
shouldn't
like
have this much money left?
We can get whoever we
Jordan
want.
Leggett. Can I interest you guys in some Jordan Leggett?
That would be wild.
I mean,
Can I-
like,
Do we go another?
I don't know if we can
Do
do
we go
3
4-1?
pass catchers.
What about some Wayne Gallman?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the
Number
starter.
9.
Is he going to be the starter?
He looked good last week.
What
He
about
looked
like
he was running.
okay, so if we do think Tom Brady's going to be the MVP here, they're going to score a lot, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to probably have to pass a lot with the Giants. Is Daniel Jones too expensive? Is he at the top?
Yeah.
If we save 1,000 somewhere else, we could.
Tampa
take
Bay
him.
has been, I think, pretty good against QBs too.
Yes.
I'll double check that, but
Well, then how do we? Then do we still believe in Sterling Shepard? It just seems like a value
I
at
think he's a-
9,000, but
I think he's a good value. I think I would take him over Slayton probably. It's better
Oh
value.
yeah, no doubt.
so this last spot, there's a couple ways we could grab a third pass catcher from Tampa Bay. We could grab Ronald Jones or Leonard Fournette from Tampa Bay as well. We could grab Wayne Gallman, running back for the Giants, or we could grab the Tampa Bay kicker if we believe they're going to score a lot.
Tampa Bay has been 29th best against wide receiver, allowing 20.2 points on average to wide receivers.
So they've been bad.
So they've actually been bad against wide receivers.
No, they've been good. 29th best.
Okay.
Wait, 29th best is
No, you're right. I read it backwards. No, wait, no, I didn't. Fantasy points allowed. Yeah, no, they 29th worst. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good matchup for the Giants wide receivers.
third best.
The Seahawks are allowing 42.1 points on average to wide receivers.
Okay.
And they are the best to play against.
I'm not sure to throw in there then.
I would still take the chance. I'm not trying to dissuade us from Sterling Shepard. I wouldn't go with Daniel Jones.
Okay, so who do you think this last Keyshawn Vaughn? We we just have tons of extra money left over.
No.
Ronald
We'll go
Jones makes sense to me.
Jones or Gallman.
We can't afford Jones unless we save $1,000 elsewhere.
Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones. Do we want to go 4-1 for Tampa Bay, 1 Giant? I'm just asking.
I mean, Wayne Gallman's not bad. He's definitely going to be the starter getting the most carries there. Hey, he probably, I mean, if I had to bet on someone to get the most carries in the game, it'd probably be Wayne Gallman.
Okay.
But
Like I said, he was running his heart out last week.
he
He
was.
looked good. Not a great, obviously his team is terrible, but
Yeah,
maybe he
right,
parlays that into a touchdown. What up, Rocco?
Rocco. I'm fine putting Ronald Jones in there. All right,
Ronald
Wayne
Jones over
Gallman in there. I meant Wayne
Gallman?
Gallman. I meant
Okay.
I don't know. I said Ronald Jones.
So
Wayne
we've got
Gallman
a-
in there.
We've got a surplus. We'll bank it for next week. I think FanDuel will let you do that. We can use this on our 2,500 extra salary for our lineup on Monday Night Football. Oh, wait, today's Monday. On Thursday Night Football. So we've got Tom Brady in our MVP slot, Scotty Miller, Sterling Shepard, Rob Gronkowski, and Wayne Gallman. Man, that is a ragtag Monday night lineup.
Hey, if they hit though, this is how you win these things, huh?
Yeah. Rocco asked, didn't Fournette and Jones split carries last week? They did. I think Jones had 11 and Fournette had 11, Jones had 13.
Mm-hmm. I think Fournette had more catches too, didn't he?
Yeah, there's definitely risk there.
Let's see. And then Rocco asked for FanDuel, what is the age you have to be at least? I think it varies by state. I think most states are 18. Some states are 21. You'll want to check their full rules.
Yeah, not official advice.
Yeah, don't take that from me. Check their website. I think it's 18 in most states, 21 in some, but not a doctor. I don't know.
Not a doctor.
We are going to officially enter this lineup. $5 gone. Let's see if we can
$5
invested.
If it will.
Invested. That's the way to think. Businessmen.
If it will load.
International businessmen.
Well, we may not have submitted this lineup, but I'm sure it'll load.
It will get submitted.
Okay,
guys. We checked your credit score. We can't accept this. You need this.
Well, actually, it said an unexpected error occurred. We'll get it entered. I remember what it was. We will get it entered, and
yeah, I know. Corrupted
we're
Cloud
gonna win
Kittle.
$12.
We've been dealing with this. It's rough.
Yeah.
What does FML stand for?
For Mylanta.
For Mylanta, Kittle out. Okay, guys, we are running low on time. Josh, I know you've got a couple trees to chop down and a shed to build.
I love how like construction worker outfit made you think like, oh, I gotta go chop down some trees.
Yeah, Josh has to go
I'm a lumberjack basically now.
Build
chopping
a shed.
down trees with my sign.
JL, I know you have some painting to do. You were hired for a commission for
the
for
Sistine
British
Chapel.
Parliament. Oh, for the Sistine Chapel. The British Parliament one was last week. Sorry, I keep messing it up. Let's see. He said, I have Fournette. My opponent has Rojo. Who wins?
Oh,
dude.
Flip a coin. I would, if I had to start one, I would start Rojo, but Fournette could easily beat out Rojo tonight.
Fournette, when he's healthy, he's getting more catches, it looks like, than Rojo. So if it's a PPR league, maybe you can win there. But
this game is going to be so crazy. It's just going to be like nothing like anyone expects.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, because then our FanDuel will win it.
Yeah, true. Wayne Gallman. Let's go.
You think he'll be okay? I mean, I heard an update that he is going to be week to week, so he'll be okay for sure. But we'll see what happens, right? Don't expect him to have him this week, right?
No, he'll be okay. I don't know when. Make other plans for this week. Probably next week. I would guess at least 2 weeks. Could be longer.
Yeah, I know the seriousness of the hip stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Again, Simon's not a doctor.
Not a doctor, not a lawyer. Hardly human.
Dr. Dingus.
Dr. Dingus.
I am a doctor. Okay. You guys can find us on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. If you want to see all of our past game shows, watch some more videos of Josh losing. You can find us on Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy as well. Subscribe and follow over there. You can find me on Twitter at FYF Simon, John Luke at FYF John Luke, and Josh at FYF Josh. Man, you guys are getting good at the pointing. I keep going the wrong way.
I have to slowly okay. Which way is my this way? Okay, cool.
And come back tomorrow because we'll be here every weekday, 3 p.m. Eastern time.
And trading makes fantasy fun, so do it. I've been trading so much, guys, so much. I have done like 10 trades in the last week. It's awesome. It's so much fun.
It makes fantasy fun. We'll be back at 3:00 tomorrow with week 8 fantasy horse. Was this week 8? Week 8. I'm Ron Bird.